91. Another. Okay, so let's start from where you ended. Okay, let me just double click. And the last question was, where's my pen now? Okay, so let's start. Okay, so mm, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're coming
You are
into the
coming
classroom.
into the classroom.
Very good. Where am I now? Where am I now? You're in the
You are
classroom now.
in the classroom now.
What's the difference between into and in? What's the difference between into and in? The
The
difference between
difference between
into and in
into and in
is that
is
we
that
use
we
into
use into
for a thing that
a scene
moves
that
from
moves
one place to another,
from one place to
and
another,
in for a
where
thing
and in for a scene
that remains in one
that
place.
remains in one place.
Very good. Okay, what can you see in this room? What can you see in this room? I can see
The,
many
I can
things
see many
in that
things
room,
in that room,
such as
such
some
as
books,
some books on table,
table,
a table, chairs,
some chairs,
some chairs,
uh,
some picture,
some pictures. Very good,
etc.
etc. Very good. Okay. Next, can you see him? Can you see him? Yes, I
Yes,
can see
I
him.
can see him.
Very good. Can you see anything in my left hand? Can you see anything in my left hand? No, I
No,
can't
I
see
can
anything
see anything
in your
in
left hand.
your left hand.
Very good. What's the difference between why and because? What's the difference between why and because? The difference
The
between
difference
why
between
and
why
because
and
is
because
that we
we
generally
is that
use
we
what
generally use why
in questions
in
and
questions
because in
and
answers.
because in answers.
Very good. Can you touch the ceiling? Can you touch the ceiling? No, I
No,
can't
I
touch
can't
the
touch
ceiling.
the ceiling.
Why not? Why
It's
not? Because the
because
ceiling's
it's
too
the
high
ceiling is too
for
high
me to
to
touch.
for me to touch.
Very good. Can you put this book into your pocket? Can you put this book into your pocket? No, I
No,
can't put
I
that
can't put
book
that
into my
book
pocket.
into my pocket
Why not? Why not? Because that
because
book's
the
too
book's
large
too large
to go
to
into my pocket.
go into my pocket.
Very good. Can we call Grantchester a city? Can we call Grantchester a city? No, we can't
No,
call
we can't call
Grantchester a
Vista
city.
is city.
One more. No, we can't call
No, we can't call
Grantchester a city.
Grandchester a city
Why not? Why not?
be-
Because
because
Grantchester is too
Grandchester
small
is too small
for us to
to
call a
call
city.
for us to call a city.
Grantchester is a village.
Grandchester is a village.
Very good. How many seconds make a minute? How many seconds make a minute? 60 seconds
60 seconds
make a
make
minute.
a minute.
Very good.
Minute.
How many minutes make an hour? How many minutes make an hour? 60 minutes
60
make
minutes
an.
make an hour.
Very good. Can you make a suit? Can you make a suit? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
can't
can't
make
make
a suit.
a suit.
Very good. Give me some examples of adjectives. Give me some examples of adjectives, please. Some examples
Some
of adjectives are Homer.
example of
Some
some
examples
examples
of
of
adjectives are
adjectives are
black,
green,
white, green,
black, white,
white, describing words, tall, short, large,
tall and
small,
short, large and small, high
etc.
and low,
High and low. That's
etc.
correct. Is the word book an adjective? Is the word book an adjective? No. The
No,
word book
the word book
isn't an
isn't
adjective.
an adjective,
It's a
it's a
noun.
noun.
Regard, which word is the adjective in this sentence? The green pen is on the floor. Which word is the adjective in this sentence? The green pen is on the floor. The word
The
green
green
is
is
the is the
uh,
adjective
in the adjective
in that
in this
sentence.
sentence.
Very
In that
good.
sentence,
Okay. In English, do we put an adjective before or after a noun? In English, do we put an adjective before or after a noun? In English,
we
we
in
put an
English we
adjective
put an
before a
before
noun.
the noun.
Very good. Give me an example. Give me an example, please. A blue book,
A blue book,
a high ceiling,
a high
an
ceiling,
easy language,
an easy
a
language,
yellow pen,
European.
Very good. Okay, do you like food? Do you like food? Yes, I
Yes,
like
I
food.
like food.
Do you like all food? Do you like all food? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
don't
don't
like
like
all food.
all foods.
Some I like
Some I
and
like
some
and
I
some
dislike.
I dislike.
Where do people generally dislike the smell of food? Do people generally dislike the smell of food? No.
No,
People don't
people
generally
don't
dislike
generally
the
dislike
smell of
a
food.
smell of a food.
They like
Pe-
the smell of
They
food.
like smell of a food.
Where how many sons has your dad got? How many sons has your dad got? My dad's got
My dad, that's gold.
how many? Do you have a brother?
No, I
No.
have no brother.
My dad's got no son.
My dad's got no sons.
Where how many daughters has your mom got? How many daughters has your mom got? My mom's got
No, my mom's got one
one daughter.
daughter.
Oh, very good. Are you a son or a daughter? Are you a son or a daughter? I'm a
I am a daughter.
very good. Have you got any brothers? Have you got any brothers? No, I
No,
haven't got
I haven't got
any brothers.
any
Have you
brothers.
got any sisters? Have you got any sisters? No, I
No,
haven't
I
got
haven't
any
got
sisters.
any sisters.
Very good. Okay, next. What's the difference between parents and relatives? What's the difference between parents and relatives? The difference
The
between
difference between
parents and
parents
relatives
and
is that
relatives
parents
is that
are
parents
mother and
and
father,
mother and the father,
whereas
whereas
relatives
the relatives
are all the
are
other people
all the other
in the
people
family,
with, in the family,
such as a brother,
such as a brother,
sisters,
and sisters,
uncles, aunts,
uncles, aunt,
cousins, etc.
cousins, etc.
Very good. What does the word uncle mean? What does the word uncle mean? The word
The
uncle
word
means
uncle mean
your mother's
your
brother
mother's brother
or your father's
or your
brother.
father's brother.
What does the word aunt mean? What does the word aunt mean? The word
The
aunt
word
means
of aunt
your
means
mother's
your
sister
mother's
or
sister
your father's
or
sister.
your father's sister.
What does the word cousin mean? What does the word cousin mean? The word cousin
What about
means
cousin mean?
your uncle's
Your
child
uncle's
or
child
your aunt's
or
child.
your aunt child.
Very good. Have you got more fingers than thumbs on your hand? Have you got more fingers than thumbs on your hands? Yes, I've
Yes,
got
we.
more
I've
fingers
got more
than
fingers
thumbs
than
on
thumbs
my hands.
on my hand.
Very good. Are there more people in a town than in a village? Are there more people in a town than in a village? Yes, there are
Yes,
more
there are
people
more
in a
people
town
in that town
than in a village.
than in a village.
Very good. Okay, next. Okay, here we go. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're breaking your
You're
pen.
breaking your pen.
Can you break the window with a chair? Can you break the window with a chair? Yes, I
Yes,
can
I
break the
can
window
break the window
with a
with a
chair.
chair.
Can you break the table with your hands? Can you break the table with your hands? No, I
No,
can't
I
break
can't
the table
break a
with
table
my
with
hand.
my hand.
Very good. Okay, next. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're putting your
You are
pen
putting in your pen into
into
your
your.
pocket.
What am I doing? What am I doing? You're taking your
You are
pen
taking out your pen
out of
out of
pocket.
your pocket.
Very good. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're coming
You are
into
coming
the classroom.
into the classroom.
What am I doing? What am I doing? You're going
You
out of
are out of
the
the
classroom.
classroom.
Very good. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? You're putting your
You are
hand
putting your hand
into your.
into your pocket.
Very good. What am I doing? What am I doing? You're taking
You
your
are taking your pen
hand
you are taking the hand
out of
out
your.
of your pocket.
Very good. Okay, next. Do you go out of the classroom before the lesson? Do you go out of the classroom before the lesson? No, I
No,
don't go
I
out
don't go
of the classroom
out of the classroom
before the lesson.
out before the lesson.
I come into the classroom
I come into the classroom
before the lesson.
before the lesson.
Very good. About how many people do you think there are in China? About how many people do you think there are in China? I think there
I
are
think there
about
are about
1 billion people
1 billion
in
people
China.
in China.
Very good. Do you think there's anybody in the other room? Do you think there's anybody in the other room? Yes or no?
No,
I don't think
I don't think
there's
they are
anybody
semi. anybody
in the
in
other
the
room.
other room.
Very good. What do you think I've got in my pocket? What do you think I've got in my pocket? I think you've
I
got
think you've got your mobile phone
in your pocket.
in your pocket.
Very good. Is this a bad pen? Is this a bad pen? No, it
No,
isn't a
it
bad pen.
isn't a bad pen.
It's a good pen.
It's a good pen.
Very good. Do you think that's a good picture? Do you think that's a good picture? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
yes,
think
I think
that's a
it's
good
a good.
picture.
That's a good picture.
Very good. Are all children good children? Are all children good children? Yes or no?
No,
Not all
all
children
that all
are
children
good children.
are good
Some
children.
are good
Some are
and
good
some are
and
bad.
some are bad.
Are all students good at learning languages? Are all students good at learning languages? No, not
No,
all students are
not
good at.
all
One
good
more.
are good.
No, not all
No,
students
not all
are good
students
at
are good
learning
at
languages.
learning English languages.
Some are
Some
good at
are good at
learning
learning
languages,
languages,
and some
and
are
some
bad
are bad
learning
at
languages.
learning languages.
Very good. Okay, do you prefer tea instead of coffee? Do you prefer tea instead of coffee? Yes or no?
No,
I don't
I don't
prefer tea
prefer tea
instead of
instead of
coffee. I
coffee.
prefer coffee
I prefer
instead
coffee
of tea.
instead of tea.
Very good. Do you prefer coming to school instead of going to the cinema? Do you prefer coming to school instead of going to the cinema? No, I don't
No, I
prefer
don't
coming to
prefer
school
coming to
instead
school
of
instead of
going to the cinema.
going to the
I
cinema.
prefer
I
going to the
prefer
cinema
going to cinema
instead of
instead
coming to
of
school.
coming to school.
Wait, do you prefer walking instead of going by car? Do you prefer walking instead of going by car? Yes or no?
No,
I don't
I
prefer
don't
walking. I
like
don't
for
prefer
walking.
walking.
I don't for
Prefer
I don't
walking
prefer walking
instead of
instead of
going by car.
going by car.
I prefer
I
going by
prefer
car
going by car
instead of
instead
walking.
of walking.
Very good. What do we put on our bread? What do we put on our bread? We put butter
We put
on
butter
our bread.
on our bread.
Very good. Do you like bread without butter? Do you like bread without butter? Yes or no?
No,
I
I
don't
don't
like bread
like bread
without
without
butter.
butter.
I only like
I
bread
I only like
with
bread
butter.
with butter.
Very good. What color's butter? What color's butter? Butter's
The
yellow
butter's
or
yellow
white.
or white.
Do you prefer white or brown rice? Do you prefer white or brown rice? I prefer
I prefer white rice
there two brown rice.
to brown rice.
Very good. Okay. Next. Do you think you can carry this table on your back? Do you think you can carry this table on your back? Yes or no?
No,
I don't think
I don't
I
think
can carry
I
that
can
table
carry the
on
table
my back.
on my back.
Very good. Am I carrying a shirt? Am I carrying a shirt? No, you
No,
aren't
you
carrying
are
a shirt.
carrying a shirt.
You're
You
wearing.
are wearing a shirt.
Very good. Am I wearing a watch? Am I wearing a watch? No, you
No,
aren't
you
wearing
aren't wearing
a
a
watch.
watch.
You're
You are carrying
a watch.
a watch.
Very good. Okay, next. What can we say instead of not any books? What can we say instead of not any books? We can say no
We can
books
say no
instead of
books
not any
instead
books.
into any books.
Very good. Give me another example. Give me another example, please. They haven't got
They
any
haven't got
friends,
any
or
friends
they have no
or they
friends.
have no friends.
Very good. Can you hear me speaking to you? Can you hear me speaking to you? Yes, I can hear
Yes, I
you
can hear
speaking to
you
me.
speaking to me.
Can you hear anybody in the other room? Can you hear anybody in the other room? Yes or no?
No,
I can't hear
I can't
anybody
hear
in
anybody
the other
in
room.
the other room.
What do we hear with? What do we hear with? We hear
We
with
hear
our ears.
with our ears.
Very good. Can you drive a car? Can you drive a car? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
yes,
can
I can
drive
drive
a
a car.
car. Is there anybody in your family who can't drive a car? Is there anybody in your family who can't drive a car? Yes or no?
Yes,
There's somebody in my
there's
family
somebody in my
who can't
family
drive a car.
who can't drive a car in.
Very good. That's it. Okay, one more. Yes, there's somebody
Yes,
in my
there's
family
somebody in my
who can't
family
drive a
who
car.
can't drive a car.
Very good. How much money have you got in your pocket? How much money have you got in your pocket? I've got about
I've got about $1 in
in
my
my pocket.
pocket.
Very good. How many pence make a pound? How many pence make a pound? 100 pence
100
make a
pounds
pound.
make a pound.
Very good. How many euros make a pound? How many euros make a pound? About 2 euros
About two
make a
euros
pound.
make a pound.
Very good. Have I got more thumbs than finger on my hand? Have I got more thumbs than fingers on my hands? No, you
No,
haven't got
you haven't
more
got
thumbs
more thumbs
than fingers on
dancing
your
than
hands.
fingers on your
You've got
hands.
fewer thumbs
You've got fewer
than
thumbs
fingers
than
on your
fingers
hands.
on your hands.
Very good. Are there more people in Europe than in Asia? Are there more people in Europe than in Asia? No,
No,
there aren't
there
more
aren't
people
more
in Europe
people in
than in
Europe
Asia.
than in
There
Asia.
are fewer
There are
people
fewer
in
people
Europe
in
than in
Europe
Asia.
than in Asia.
Are there more tables in the school than chairs? Are there more tables in the school than chairs? No,
No,
there aren't
there
more
aren't more
tables in that
tables
school than
in that
chairs.
school than
There
chairs.
are
There
fewer
are
tables
fewer tables
in that school
in that
than
school
chairs.
than chairs.
Very good. What's the difference between a watch and a clock? What's the difference between a watch and a clock? The difference between a
Where
watch,
the difference between
a
watch
watch and a clock
and clock
is that we
is
wear a
that
watch
we wear watch
on our wrist,
and on
our wrist,
our
whereas
wrist,
we
whereas
hang a clock
we hang clock
on the wall
on the wall
or put it on a
or
table.
put put on the table
Put it on the table.
put put it on the table.
Very good. What's the difference between wear and carry? What's the difference between wear and carry? The difference
The
between
difference
wear
between
and carry
wear and
is that we
carry
use
is
wear
that we use
for a
wear
thing
well,
that is
for
not
thing that
on
is not
for a thing that is on
for
the body,
for thing
that is
that
on the body.
that is on the body,
Whereas we use
whereas we
carry
use
for
carry
a thing
for a
that
thing
is not on the
that
body.
is not on the body.
Very good. Is there a clock in this room? Is there a clock in this room? Yes, there's
Yes,
a clock.
there are clock.
There's a clock in that room.
There's a clock in that room.
Very good. Am I carrying a watch? Am I carrying a watch? No, you
No,
aren't carrying.
you aren't carrying a watch.
You're wearing.
You are wearing a watch.
Very good. What are you carrying in your pocket? What are you carrying in your pocket? I'm carrying
I'm carrying
what?
my
My mobile phone
mobile phone
in my pocket.
in my pocket.
Very good. Okay, next. What's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock? It's 3 o'clock.
It's 3 o'clock.
What's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock? It's
It's
five
five
past
past three.
3. Very good. What's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock? It's half past
It's half
3.
past 3.
Very good. What's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock? It's 35
It's 35
past 3.
past 3.
Wait, what's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock? It's 2
It's
minutes
2 minutes past
past
4.
4. What's the time by this clock? What's the time by this clock? It's
It's
18 minutes
18 minutes
past
past
7.
7.
Very good. What's the time now? What's the time now, please? It's
It's 19
minutes
minutes
past.
past 10.
Very good. Okay, next. How many seconds make a minute? How many seconds make a minute? 60 seconds
60 seconds
make a
make a
minute.
minute.
How many minutes make an hour? How many minutes make an hour? 60 minutes
60
make
minutes
an
make
hour.
an hour.
How many hours make a day? How many hours make a day? 24 hours
24 hours
make a
make
day.
a day.
How many days make a week? How many days make a week? 7 days
7
make a
days
week.
make a week.
How many weeks make a month? How many weeks make a month? 4 weeks
4
make a
weeks
month.
make a month.
Very good. How many months make a year? How many months make a year? 12 months
12
make a
months
year.
make a year.
Very good. Give me an example of the word also. Give me an example of the word also, please. I can speak
I
my
can
language
speak my
and I
languages
can also
and
speak
can also speak
English. Very
English.
good. Do you like meat? Do you like meat? Yes or no?
Yes, I like meat.
What color is sugar? What color is sugar? Sugar's white
The
or
sugar's
brown?
white or brown?
Do you put sugar on your meat? Do you put sugar on your meat? No, I
No,
don't put
I
sugar
don't put sugar
on
on
my meat.
my meat.
I put it in my
I
tea
put it
or
in my
coffee.
tea or coffee.
Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I doing? You're counting.
You are counting.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What am I doing? You're counting
You are
the
counting
numbers
the
from
numbers
6 to
from
10.
6 to 10.
Count the numbers from 100 to 105. Count the numbers from 100 to 105, please. 100,
100,
101,
101,
102,
102,
100.
103, 104, 105.
Very good. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm counting the
I'm
numbers
counting the
from
numbers
100
from
to
105
100,
to
100
100,
and
from
5.
100 to
100.
105.
Very good. Okay. What are the possessive adjectives? What are the possessive adjectives? The possessive
The
adjectives
possessive
are
adjectives
my,
are my,
your, his,
yours,
her,
his,
its,
hers,
our,
its, our,
our,
yours,
yours, and
our,
theirs.
and theirs.
Very good. What are the possessive pronoun? What are the possessive pronoun? The possessive
The
pronoun
possessive pronouns
are mine,
mine,
yours, his,
yours,
hers,
is,
ours,
hers,
yours, and
ours,
theirs.
yours, and theirs.
Wait, what's the difference between a possessive adjective and a possessive pronoun? What's the difference between a possessive adjective and a possessive pronoun? The difference
The
between
difference
a
between
possessive adjective
possessive
and
adjectives
a possessive pronoun.
and mm,
Possessive pronoun
possessive
is
pronouns
that we put
is that
a
we put
possessive adjective
possessive
in
adjectives
front of a noun,
in front of a noun,
whereas we
whereas
use a
use
possessive pronoun
possessive pronouns
instead of a
in,
noun.
instead of a noun.
Very good. Okay, next. Give me an example. Give me an example, please. This is my book.
This is my book.
This book is
This
mine.
my this book is
This
mine.
is mine.
This is mine.
Very good. Is this your ear? Is this your ear? No, that
No,
isn't
it
my ear.
isn't. That isn't my ear.
It's your
It's
ear.
yours.
It's your
It's
ear.
your ear.
Wait, is this ear yours? Is this ear yours? No, that
No,
ear isn't
that
mine.
ear isn't
It's
mine.
yours.
It's yours.
Is that nose mine? Is that nose mine? No, this
No,
nose isn't yours.
not isn't yours.
It's mine.
It's mine.
Very good. Okay, next. Is that dress his? Is that dress his? No,
No,
that
that
dress
dress
isn't his.
isn't his.
It's hers.
It's hers.
Very good. Is that suit hers? Is that suit hers? No, that
No,
suit
that suit
isn't hers.
isn't hers.
It's his.
It's his.
Very good. Are those hands his? Are those hands his? No, those
No,
hands
those
aren't
hands
his.
aren't
Aren't
his.
his. They're hers.
They're hers.
Very good. Are those arms hers? Are those arms hers? No, those
No,
arms
those
aren't
arms
hers.
aren't hers.
They're his.
They're his.
Very good. Okay, are these our legs? Are these our legs? No,
No,
those legs.
those
Those
legs
legs aren't
aren't
ours.
those legs aren't ours.
They're theirs.
They are theirs.
Homer, they're theirs.
They're theirs.
Very good. Okay, next. Are these their books? Are these their books? No, those
No,
aren't their
those
books.
aren't their books.
They're our books.
They're our books.
Very good. Are these books theirs? Are these books theirs? No, those
No,
books
those books
aren't
aren't
theirs.
theirs.
They're ours.
They're ours.
Very good. Give me some examples of verbs in the infinitive. Give me some examples of verbs in the infinitive, please. Some
Some
examples of
examples
verbs
of
in
the
the
verb
infinitive
in infinitive
are to
is
come,
to
to
come,
go,
to
to
go,
take,
to
etc.
take, etc.
Very good. Which word is the auxiliary verb in this sentence? They can open the window. Which word is the auxiliary verb in this sentence? They can open the window. The word
There
can.
was
The word can. Okay, but we stop there. Let's stop there for
uh,
today. Okay, but very good practice and very